Hey everyone, welcome to a redone version of this lesson here. The first time I did the lesson, I realised I was one note out, and I don't want to be teaching anyone like notes that I think are incorrect, so we're doing it again. I'm going to play the very first bit slowly, so people can pick it up from that if they wish. Okay, the last time we play it, we end up on the D string, on the open D, so that we can move to the next section. Now, I'll always do it so that I play it slowly here and there, because there are some people who don't really want to hear you go through it note for note. They just want to hear you play it slow and pick it up that way, which is kind of how I like to do things, really. But anyway, so we start off with an open D. Okay, then we'll play 4, 2, 0. We pick the 4th fret, pull off to the 2nd, and pull off to the open string. So, okay. Then we play the 2nd fret of the G, okay? Then we go 4, 2, 0 again the same way, and then the 2nd fret on the G again, okay? Then we go 4, 2, 0 again, but then we play the 2nd fret here on the D this time, where I kind of bar my finger over D and G, so we have... And then I play 2, 0, pulled off here on the G, and then 2 on the D again. So the last part is, okay, so all together. And the second time, we go once, like we did earlier, which is 0, 4, 2, 0 on the D, then 2nd fret on the G. Then we go. So what is that? It is basically pull off from the 4th to the 2nd to the 0 on the D. Then we go barring the 2nd finger over the 2nd fret. Sorry, the 1st finger over the 2nd fret of the D and G. We play 2nd on the D, 2nd on the G. Pull off to the open G. And then we go 2, 0, pulled off on the D, and then 2, 0, 2, pulled off and hammered on the A, picking the first note, of course. So that last bit. Right, so far. So, again, I will just practice that bit as many times as you can, so that it gets under your hand without thinking. You know, the muscle memory is key and things like this. You know, repeating things over and over is definitely really the key to getting them down. It won't take you too long to do things like this if you're competent, you know, and you really practice. So yeah, but the very last time we actually go. Okay, so basically it's like a shortened version of the very end bit. We just go. So that is basically 0, 4, 2, 0 pulled off on the D, and then the 2nd fret on the G. Then we go, which is 4, 2, 0, 2 on the D. Then we go 2 pull off on the G to the open G, like that. Then 2 pulled off to open on the D. Okay, so now we come to the second section here, where I originally played this in the first lesson with one note out of place. So we've rectified that. Now we're going to play it slowly here for those who want to learn it from the slow purely. Okay? So we're going to try and cut this into chunks. It's kind of difficult really because it's so continuous. The notes are always, apart from a few of them here and there, or one or two of them, they're really just continuous notes in the same, timing really. So we're going to try and cut it into chunks anyway. So the first part here, that's going to be pretty simple. We're going to start off on the 7th fret of the D, then play the 4th fret of the G. Then we'll play the 5th fret on the G, pull off twice, just like that. 5 to 4 twice, and then we end on the 5th fret. Then we have this phrase here. So what is that? That is 7th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G. Then we pull off on the 5th to the 4th on the G. Then we go 7, 5, pull off to 4 on the D, and then play the 5th on the A. So yes, and then after that we're going to go, which is 4th, slide up to the 2nd with the first finger. Sorry, the 4th, slide up to the 5th with the first finger on the D, and then hammer onto the 7th fret, and bar the 3rd finger here and play up down on the G on the 7th fret, and then we're going to go. Okay, so that is 5, hammer onto the 7th, pull off to the 5th on the B, 7th, pull off to the 5th on the G. Okay, and then we're going to go, okay, which is 7, 5, slide to 4 on the D, then 5 on the A. So that little part there. Then we lead to the second section of this second section, which kind of goes. So we're going to go 4, 5, 7. You can hammer that on if you like, or pick it, whichever you feel comfortable with. 4, 5, 7 on the D, and then we go 4, 5, pull off to 4, and then 5. Okay. Then we have this, which is 7 on the D, 4, and then 5 pull off to 4 on the G, and then 7, 5 on the D. Then this is the part where I originally didn't play it right. Then we go, okay, which is 4 on the D, hammer onto the 5th and pull off to the 4th, and then we go 7, 5, 7 on the A. So then we go, which is 4, 5, 7 on the D. Then we go, okay. So what is that? That's 4th on the G. Then we play the 5th fret, quickly pull off to the 4th, and then play the 7th fret on the D. Then we kind of semi-bar the 3rd finger here over to the 7th fret on the G. Pull that 7th fret off to the 4th. Okay, not the easiest thing in the world, to be honest. And then we go, okay, which is 7, 5, 4, 5, 7 on the D. So we go. So that's that, really. I mean, it's, again, it doesn't feel that good teaching this because it's so continuous, as I said. It's not easy. And that's basically that. We do that a couple of times, actually, in the whole, actual song. But that's the main couple of sections there. Right, okay, so now we come to the third section. In my opinion, the most difficult just because of the speed that it's played. But anyway, it sounds like this slowly. Okay, so we're going to start off with this little section here. You can play this a couple of ways, either that way or this way. Or you can pick that third note and then twiddle. So basically it is 9th fret on the G, then 8th fret on the B. And then we play 7, hammer on to 8th, pull off the 7th on the B, okay? We do that 3 times. Then we are going to go 9, 7, 6 on the G, and then slide up to the 7th. Okay, and then we slide into the 9th fret now, after that, and to start the next bit. So far we have, then the next slide here, we can slide to start into the next part, which goes. Okay, so what this is, 9th fret on the G, 9th fret on the B. No, sorry, 9th fret on the G, 10th fret on the B. Okay? But we're barring the first finger over the 9th fret. That's kind of what made me want to say that then. So we've got our first finger barred over the 9th of the G and the B. But we're going to go 9 on the G, 10 on the B. Then pull off to the 9th and then hammer back onto the 10th and pull back up to the 9th, okay? Again, you can pick that third note if you want, like that. And so we do that 3 times. Then we're going to slide with the get the third finger on the 9th fret now, and then go, which is 9, 7, slide to 6th on the G, and then slide back up to the 7th. Okay? Then we go back to this area here that we did the first time, which is, we just do that once though, okay? So that's 9th on the G, 8th on the B, and then play 7, 8, pull off to 7, okay? Just once. Then we have this section here. Okay? So it goes. What is that? Basically it's 10. And we start on upstroke here, alternate picking. 10th fret on the B, and then 7th fret on the B, 8th fret on the B, and then 9th fret on the G, and then we go 7th fret on the B, 7th fret on the G. Okay? And then we have 9th fret on the G, 6th fret on the G. So. And then we go 7, 9 on the G, okay? At the end. And then we go 7, 10 on the B, okay? So all together, sorry I keep repeating it, I kind of have to get the context. Okay? And then once we've played that 10th fret there, we play it again, pull off to the 8th and pull off to the 7th. Okay? And then we go 8 on the B, 9 on the G. Okay? And then we have this section here. Okay? That is 7th hammered onto the 9th on the G, 7th on the B, and then 9th on the G. Then we play the 7th on the G, slide to the 5th, and then play 7th on the D, and then the 5th, and then the 4th, and then open D. Okay? So that part again. am trying to repeat it a lot. It's just kind of difficult to teach, I guess. It's not the easiest because the notes are so continuous. There's so many of them, I guess. But that's basically that last section there. So hopefully you've picked it up from that. And if you like this lesson, you want to see more lessons, might have some more Thin Lizzy ones coming up. We'll see. But yeah, keep it cool. I will see you again soon.